are you, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Churchill Show, live from the Kenya National Theatre. Now, this is the Kenya Cultural Center, Kenya Cultural Center incorporating the Kenya National Theatre. Hapa ndio tulikuwa tunaivishwa vile naendelea kuiva na hii na hii koti ya black na shati ya black. So welcome to Churchill Show Journey Series Edition. We have an amazing show lineup for you. Thank you so much for your feedback from all over. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for following us on all our social media platforms. Before even I talk about this place, Liverpool, congratulations. Ole. Hata kuna mtu anajua, you'll never walk alone. Congratulations Liverpool for winning the English Premier League. We saw it coming. It was obvious. You did it well. Congratulations. Sijui kuna mafans wangapi wa Liverpool lakini congrats, okay? We don't talk about Arsenal. We won't talk about Arsenal leo na Chelsea, my Chelsea and Man U. So well done Liverpool. You'll never walk alone. Great. Now today I got tested COVID na wakanipatia hii mask iko na subwoofer na mahewa. Let me tell you, I think everybody needs to be tested. The thing is, thank God unawekwa hiyo kakitu mara moja auambiwi take two repeat. But I'm glad I was tested. It was very important I got tested. I saw even Trump for the first time alivaa mask. Na endi alikuwa akisema it's getting serious guys. We need to get serious. Get tested if possible. You sanitize, keep distance, and of course, what else? Wash your hands and wear your mask. That's it. Itakusaidia sana. Now, I don't want to say much because today is an amazing story. By the way, this place right there where that guy is, hello, Sasa. That is where I got a chance to do my first play called Siku Njema, directed by George Tyson. Nilikuwa nimekaa kwa hii mti hapa katikati. So that's where they discovered me. The director asked me if I can audition in there. There's a small auditorium. Hiyo ni story yangu. It's for another day. So today, it's not about me. It's not about where the journey started. This is a special show we're having today. We're celebrating my brother, now gone, Sir Charles Bukeko, if you ask me. And did you just know, you know, it's so strange that the week before he passed on, we were supposed to have this Journey Series Edition live with him. It was him we were supposed to interview before Olekisanda Joshua. That week, the following week, that was him, the week that he's passed on. Now, Charles Bukeko, we met hizi masehemu za theater. And so today is a very special show for me and of course for you out there. This is some of the stories you've never heard about them because Charles, we knew him as a brother, as a friend and a mentor to so many people and talent. So in today's Journey Series Edition, Churchill Show, I'm so honored and humbled to present the journey of this maestro, Charles Bukeko, alias Papa Shirandular. Come along. Karibu sana. Hai. Gazoti zia. A big hand. Okay, Charles Bukeko, a big hand to Mr. Charles Bukeko. Sasa mmekutana.
Tumekutana.
Hatuna chai lakini tutakupatia nini?
Sasa kama hakuna chai tunafanya
Sasa hakuna chai itakuache mchama. Itakuache mchama.
Ungetafuta hata maji ya machungwa jamaa.
Maji ya machungwa? Kama hii. All right. Okay, Charles Bukeko started way back. We started way back. Lejoka Brown, Husband for Breakfast. Brilliant show. Yes. Uliacha theater?
Don ndio ziliingia nikatoka.
Don ndio ziliingia. Tuseme ulidosika.
Kidogo tu. Lakini narudi.
Okay.
Narudi.
You know, people never think you can speak straight. Wanafikiri unaongea hiyo Kiluya.
Okay.
How have you been so far?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Karibu sana. Watu wanakuita Papa Shirandula.
Yeah.
They are forgetting your real name. How is it?
You know, you have to accept everything. Lazima wakubalie. Lakini kitu ya maana ni kwamba unajua Papa Shirandula ni kule. Sasa mimi ni Bukeko Charles.
Ni Bukeko. Hebu tuambie juu ya Bukeko. Mnadau juu ya Bukeko. The Bukeko, who is Bukeko? Bukeko ni nani?
Bukeko ni husband moja mpoa.
Say your wife, madam apiga makofi. The lady said. All right.
And I'm a father of two. Two sons.
Yes, two sons.
Yeah, two sons.
Ulikonga kabisa.
Wawili na.
Fantastic. Did you know Papa Shirandula itakuja kuwa kubwa hivyo? Wajua kila mtu ana watch kutoka ma watchman mpaka mambochi mpaka ma managers.
Unajua,
did you know it was going to get that big? Ukianza first episode.
Not quite, but again, you know, me personally, what I do, when I commit kwa prayer, you know, that is what I do. I commit everything I do in prayer. You know so ikifika ati kama itawaka mi waga sijuagi hivyo, mi hujua itawaka.
Unaachia God.
Sio kumwachia, ashaniambia itawaka, so mi huenda hivyo.
Hallelujah.
So that is how I go. That is the secret. Knowing that you are good in what you're doing and nobody else can do better than you. Period. Hivyo. Alafu unaenda on.
You are past. I know, Ghost, you love Lingala, Rumba. This gentleman too.
Yeah.
But there's one thing they share, both of you. I have to remind you that Mr. Bukeko here ni mchezaji kandanda, footballer. Aliyekuwa Mombasa. Why did you stop, Charles?
Unajua tuligrow here. I was born in Jericho. And unajua culture pale Jeri Lumush. Ilikuwa gani Wanjoso? Ball kutoka mchana asubuhi mpaka saa 6 unaenda lunch unarudi tena jioni mpaka jioni.
That's true.
That is how it was.
Oh my.
So during our times unajua my parents walikuwa wanatuangalia na wanaona see that is being indiscipline.
Yes. The
solution ya hiyo ni kupelekwa Gaocha body.
Ulienda Ocha body?
I was thrown in Mumias Boys.
Mumias Boys.
So nikitupwa kule wakadhani pengine ndio boli itakatana na ndio boli ikaendelea.
Ikapanda. Up until when?
Mzae akaanza kuisoma kwa magazeti. No,
don't tell me ulikuwa unachezea Mumias FC.
I played for Mumias for a while. I played for Nzoia, I played for Pan Paper. And I went to Mombasa to play for Canada.
These are wasted talent. Last word, Bukeko. Last word for the youth and the future. Just last word. What are your last words?
My youth wako supposed to focus. Wasianze kublame vitu, you know. Wanatakana wakue focused.
Yes.
Because time yetu tulikuwa tuna struggle pia. Lakini youth wa siku hizi wanataka vitu rahisi. And they spend most of the time to want to blame Buddha. Nini mwetukatsia. Nini wataki kutoka kwa power. Nini. It's important my youth were creative. Waji create my jobs. I think that is the most important thing.
Fantastic.
Waji create your job.
Great talking to you. A big hand to Mr. Bukeko.
Charles is the year around 2004. At that time he was just visiting the friends and pastors. Actually it used to be in church where we used to meet, have those meetings. So I started coming. Then from there is when the whole story started from. Then we started meeting and talking. Then one time he came through the pastor. Then the pastor who settled and started talking to us. So when the relationship took off from there. Then he took me to their home, Busia. I met the family members, the mother and the brothers and the sister the first time. For him, he was serious. Yeah, he was serious. Man was saying, you see, all my brothers wameoa, sijaoa. For me, hata wacha niataka nimeamua sasa I want to start to have my own family. So I saw he had some seriousness in it also. But we didn't take it, we didn't start immediately popularly say, Matu, I want to. We also, they took some time there before we could settle together. It took time, whereby you could go off like, we had something, we had started off. Then that one, after that, we settled 2006, we had the children, firstborn 2006. But before that, we had lost around 4. Before the first one, getting the first one in 2006. Then 2007, we had the second born. The first one was Anthony. 2007, we had the second born, Charlie. 2009, 2009, now we wanted to formalize the marriage. When we started making arrangement for the wedding. And it's during that the same year, we had our baby girl, Sherry Wendy, just before, like a month or 2 months before the wedding, when we got Sherry. And that's when in December, the year of 2009, we formalized our marriage. At that time, he was Charles Bukeko Wafula. Nothing close to Papa was near there. He only used to walk to the theater and come back. Actually, when I met him, he wasn't that stability of life was not there as yet. He was in those small house in Uru. He was still struggling, the way they call it, being a hustler. Actually, it was a struggle. And that time he was going to the theater, waiting to be given just a part to play. We could come and say, I have been given a part to play. Go to the theater, given those small little monies after that. It's just kind of just spending there and there you finish. Actually, it was a life of struggle at that time, when the idea of Papa was not near at all. What I used to do sometimes, you could say, I have a play, I want to start it off. I don't know how to do it. Then I could ask, what is it? Financially. Sometimes I could support him to print some receipts for the show. So I could support him by telling him, just encouraging him, because I could see that's where the interest was. So I support just by financially, could tell me I needed some little cash. I assist him in that area also. Yes, he had a vision of the theater. At that time, he used to have the idea he could go to the theater every day, do some scripts from there. And at that time, you could say he had somebody who had helped him to write scripts about the plays and all that. But then for me, at that time, I didn't carry the vision that he had. I wasn't carrying the vision he had at that time. And actually, I was not into it because actually I was not good in the whole thing of watching all those drama and what. But for me, the part that I used to support for him was he used to be in church. He used to do some teachings in church. That's the part I could play so much, prepare for him, and also some lessons he could print and we go and present in church. That's the most part for me. I could see him from that side, but the side of the theater, not fully in it.
The first play Papa alifanya, the one I'm telling you,
alirehas for 1 year kwa nyumba. It was called Marriage of Figaro. I think we did it around 1998.
I met Charles when we were casted in the same play, Balamwezi, called Schools Out. And there was a very old man called Joe, who had no line. And Charles Bukeko, by then, was just starting off after doing one of the biggest shows by JPR at the National Theatre, where we are. And the one thing about Charles Bukeko, ilikuwa niyo kicheko yake, he will laugh so loudly. That's an infectious laughter. And from there on, because theatre then haikuwa inalipa, there was no money. So we'd work together from Alliance Francaise to Eastlands, mahali kuchukua matatu za number 10. Mimi naenda Makongeni, ya naendelea mpaka Uhuru Estate. And so that's how we became friends. Now, the journey of theatre began there. From there, we were casted again. Olaritimi's play by Tufani Ensemble. Inaitwa Husband Has Gone Mad Again. Now, he acted the part of Lejoka Brown. He was the main actor. That is when he really came out as a big star. Of course, before that, he had acted with Balamwezi players, and he did so well.
When we were artists back then, we wanted to work with different directors, different groups. So there was one Peter Mudamba also. I think he also saw what Papa could do, and Eliud Abuto and Balamwezi players. Pia aliweza kuwork now around the same time, early 2000, thereabouts. And then in 2000 and is it 4-5 therein, that's when we started Pambazuka Productions.
I have been, or I was for a long time, a very well-renowned theatre director, having started off in theatre way back in school. Then in college we formed Balamwezi Players Society, which became a phenomenal theatre group in the country. Round about the mid-2004, 2005, I was able then to meet Charles Bukeko here at the National Theatre. And he was passed on to me by a gentleman called Dr. JPR Ochieng Odero, after they had actually done a play called Falling Into Place with Proper Arts. He was then just a normal guy, I would say a regular guy. The only thing that he had was he was a big guy in body and built. He had actually just done stuff to do with being like a runner on the set of JPR's play. But when I looked at him, there was something very striking about him. And I'll give you a bit of a story about Bukeko. And then you'll understand why I actually thought, huyu jamaa lazima nifanye naye kazi. Bukeko, when I met him, he gave me a story about what he had been doing and where he came from. He had actually been a football player in Mombasa, and he played with Congo boys. And he reminded me that when he used to be a player, the late Sheriff Nasir used to like him so much. Alikuwa anamuita Champezi, Champezi, cheza we! And that was so interesting because I thought this guy has more than just the body and the weight. And we started off, and he became one of the artists that we worked with. Here at the National Theatre, one of the plays that we worked with him on was Aminata. And he acted one of the older guys. He was again an extra. Then we moved on and acted with him and Churchill, that is Dan Dambuki, at the French Cultural Center. And there we did the play Schools Out. And he also played in Man of Kafira.
So it was after the theater we all transitioned into TV. And how did that happen? There's a gentleman called Bob Nyanja. Now Bob Nyanja owns Cinematic Solutions. So it's Bob Nyanja who saw the talent of Charles Bukeko. It's the same Bob Nyanja who put Ridiculous kwa TV.
Alikuwa best wangu sana. I think he had many friends. Everybody thought he was their best friend anyway. Yeah, nilimjua Charlie, nilimjua kitambo sana akifanya hizo matheater hapo Mbalamwezi. Alikuwa actor moja noma sana. I vividly remember him watching him in a play called Our Husband Has Gone Mad Again. and a few other titles that I can't remember. I knew any play that Mbalamwezi was doing and Charles Bukeko was playing, I had to watch. We had done this amazing script of 2 people locked in a toilet, and we needed a watchman to be outside guarding the loo. So me and my friend Tony was doing the casting then, so we were racking our minds who would be the best watchee. And of course, ule mluya tulikuwa najua ni mnoma sana alikuwa ni Bukeko. So we called up Charles Bukeko, and he came running as he was. Yani hiyo ndio ilikuwa anything, acting, film, drama, he would come running. So he came, alikambio sana, and we chatted. Hata hatuku audition, ilikuwa tu ni story. Tulipiga tu story, kama explain ya vile role itachezwa, and in all the years of directing, Charles is one of the most directable actors you get. He eats up roles the way you gobble up food. Yani akipata role, ataiswallow, ataichew, and he will share it in the most amazing ways.
Bwana Mutiso. Na unanisumbua? Nakuambia hapa kwa hii floor ya 15 bwana, mambo imezidi bwana. Ni nini bwana? Majini bwana. Maji ama majini bwana. Siku hiyo ingine bwana nilisikia tu watu huko ndani tu bwana. Wanang'ang'ana huko ndani. Alafu sijui kama ile kiroro nilikuwa nimetwanga juzi. Mimi nilikwambia. Inaweza kuwa bwana. Bwana haiwezi kuwa kiroro. Mimi nilikwambia. Nasikia watu wanacheka tu huko ndani, wakicheka tu wanacheka huko. Wanataka kuniambia si ndoto hiyo? Ni keroro basi. Hapana, ni kweli bwana. Sio ndoto ama? Hiyo ni kelolo. Nikwambia ni kelolo hiyo. Jana ninasikia tu majini wanafungua maji bwana, maji tu huko purr. Majini. Makelele. Kwani ni momba hilo? Acha Mungu, siwezi. Urudi familia. Afadhali nirudi nyumbani nipande miwa. Kwani nimekorokewa na simiti hapa? Okay, gadzonzo bwana. Wewe unasema tu sababu uko chini hapa juu ni mambo mbaya bwana. Sirudi familia bwana. Hapa mimi sikai. Wewe, mimi.
And so the movie Marooned, big movie. Of course, he had some extra parts ambazo zikuwa na lines, and so one of those characters was for a watchman na hizo nguo and there was a street urchin. So that street urchin was Daniel Navuki.
Maybe the reflection is not strong enough.
Yeah.
We can try something else. This.
Hey, inatoka wapi? Kuna shabua ya viatu ya wasichana. Deixa eu. Iko hapa. Hii inatoka wapi? Hadi inatoka wapi kwani hii? Why siku hizi viatu? Adhani sana huku kwani hizi viatu? Baga hizi ni pesa. Ara makado kabra kuja. And the watchman was Charles Bukeko. So when we were launching the movie at Junction, Bob came, Washira Waruru, then he had just joined Citizen TV and he was just transforming everything. He was all these big ideas, and so he saw that and he saw an opportunity and a very big gap, and so that's how the story of Papa Shirandular became.
Our biggest trouble was, first of all, we had to find a costume for Bukeko, and given his size ilikuwa noma. Tulitafuta hiyo costume Nairobi mzima, hakuna duka ilikuwa na size ya uniform ya Wochi, size ya Bukeko.
Then he comes in one time saying, I've been called to Citizen. I start a play, and on this play, they want me to be a watchman. Kamwambia a watchman. That's what I have to be, a watchman. Because I was kasema ata watchman, yes. But that watchman peke yake or something else? No, I just write a script, but in that script, I'm the main player as the watchman.
Obin, tunamjua hapa kwa Obin, jina Obin. Nikihamia hapa 91, nilimkuta akiwa kijana na hajakuwa na nyumba. Tukakaa, waizi walikuwa wanapitia kwa hizi panya ruti sana. Tukaambiana wakaaji wa hapa, tukawa na mkutano, tukaambiana tuchague kijana moja awe akituandikia kwa kina Masai hapa. Obin alijitolea na tulikuwa tunamlipa, na tukafunga hizi panya ruti zote na tukabakisha njia mbili. Njia ya mguu iko hapa nyuma na njia ya gari iko huku kwa gate. Sasa hii njia ya gate, Obin alianzia hapa hiyo kipindi ya Watchman. Ndiye alikuwa anaandika vijana wawili na yeye watatu. Yeye alikuanga kama manager. Sasa yeye ndiye aliangalianga hao vijana. Na vijana ndio walikuwa Watchman. Pia yeye ndiye alikuwa manager. Aliendelea na hiko kipindi mpaka tukamsikia ameanza kuonekana huko mbele. Tukafurahi. Manake hakuwa na kazi. Sisi ndio tulimwanzishia kazi hapa kwa hii kijiji.
He came and told me, I've talked to the MD. He has given me the guidelines on what we ought to do. Then I it's okay, you continue. For me, mine, I'll be watching. Maybe I support where necessary because I wasn't good in any of those. Yeah, that's then how he took off with the program of Papa Shirandular.
Dere! What you are maudhaisa?
Sasa, unajifanya kuongea hapa vikilami ya nini?
Ambia bibi yako, wewe ni watchman. Wewe ni watchman. Sisi ni wenye kampuni. Andika hapo Mrs. Shirandular and daughter. Kila kitu danger. Mpaka mita.
Wewe ni nani? Na mbona unaingia ofisini mwangu bila kubisha?
Unaenda huko kwa
Mimi pesa yako utanipatia. Angalia tunaangalia huko. Shirandular. Nakumbuka unakuanga na macho kubwa hivi yao.
Initially when he was starting the program Papa Shirandular, he didn't tell me he's calling it Papa Shirandular. But then later on he gave the name Papa Shirandular. But along the way, even I did not insist on asking why Papa Shirandular. But in the process of him explaining to people how it came about, he could talk of a relative who could come and say, when you get these things, kabisa. Meaning when you get them, just get and tear, finish what you have and continue with the other things. Then how he decided to have that name Papa Shirandular for the program.
So wakati Charles Bukeko alienda akakuwa Papa Shirandular, Papa Shirandular. Hata mi watch Papa Shirandular. Ndio now Bob Nyanja akachukua huyu kijana mdogo Daniel Ndambuki, created a show called Churchill Live. And so we had Papa Shirandular on that side, and we had Churchill Live on this other end. And that's how the beautiful story of Sunday shows, or should I say comedy on TV, somehow took a different approach.
Unajua hii show, the pilot episode, Churchill Live, Charles Bukeko was the first guest. Ile pilot show tulienda tukauza nao kipindi.
Sorry, thank you. A big hand. Sorry, I forgot the last bit.
I had to understand he was a man of a big heart, and I expected he has to be involved with so many people, so he could share what somebody is going through. And also for me, with my heart, anyway, I will say I was not jealous of anything. Being a human being, you have to understand and hear what is he saying about the other people, so that I support in what he wants to do for them.
In 1998, met Papa Shirandular and I became Otoyo.
Papa alikuwa ni mtu ambaye anapenda watu. Papa alikuwa ni mtu ambaye sometimes ungemkosa kumunderstand, sababu alikuwa ni mtu ambaye anashika familia mingi, hata zile ambazo hazimhusu. Unamkuta familia za watu zikiwa na mashida, either ni domestic kama ni nini, anaingia tu katikati na anajenga na anahakikisha kwamba familia za watu zinarudi poa.
Papa is the type who could come, he'll just observe something. He could say, maybe I've seen that house, it needs to be repainted. He'll just come and tell my sister, ask your mother to give me a budget of painting the whole house and putting burglars on the door. I remember even our house, he's the one who did that. He could just observe and give, so I can say he was a generous man.
So we met with the Papa, Will Broad and everyone, and he told me, so wewe utakuwa Jalango na wewe utakuwa Otoyo. So today Otoyo could have been Jalango and I could have been Otoyo. Yani it was just some random pick. And that was it. So even my name Jalango, it's Papa who actually gave me, and see where the name has become.
I remember when he was celebrating 50 years, I went to his place, and hiyo ndio mara yangu ya kwanza kula njugu nyingi sana zilikuwa zimewekwa kwenye uteo, and the wife was so welcoming.
Of actually lifting so many families, and mostly the ones I've seen, the young people. The young people will feel him. Sometimes when I sat here, when he's writing the script here, then I ask him, how many people are you doing? I see so many calls of young people. Those are the ones he used to go for.
Papa Shirandular made our faces so popular, so big, our names so big, in that Kazungu Matano went, in came Otoyo, I added Captain to it later, and we were larger than life. My face cooled and still opens doors in this country, you know, courtesy of this guy, Charles Bukeko, Papa Shirandular.
After a very long time acting set books at the Kenya National Theatre, acting plays at the Kenya National Theatre, there's one call that changed my life and made me who I am today. This was a call from Papa himself, Charles Bukeko. And this was for us to be part of his then the biggest show, that was Papa Shirandular. A show that we had already been wishing that we were part of. So tulikuwa tunaona Papa inakuja, Otoyo and I, just hoping that one day we'll ever get a chance to be here. Tukaongelesha Will Broda, tumeongelesha Mama Nyagodhie, tumeambia Njoro, nani, kila mtu. wanatuambia tu tulieni, 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 siku yenyu itafika. And of course siku yetu ikafika. Wilbrod alikuwa anaenda kuolewa, she was gonna get married, and sasa sisi ni maanko tumekuja Rurashio.
Kama semeji Shirandular, je, niko na kasi mzuri kama ule. Kwa nini yeye sijanunua gari? Ndio maana utaishi kuwa washman mpaka Yesu arudi. Kama again, sisi nilikuwa ninaishi kwako kwa mapenzi wako. Sasa sisi nitaishi by force.
And his love for football. You argue with him about football, he gets personal. Unaweza ukamiss the next show juu uliongea mbaya kuhusu AFC Leopards. You know, I'm Gor Mahia damu, yeah? So we are on set, not shooting, but you know, they mna catch up kabla ya kuroll, and you're like, hey, jana tuliwa kula, jana tuliwa gonga, jana tuliwa. Those things, leave them at home. If you are coming on set, na walichapu, he was personal.
Papa alikuwa na faces interesting sana. Alikuwa na face kama 2 ama 3. Papa ukimcheki alikuwa ni jamaa mmoja quiet if you knew him as an individual. Alikuwa anaenda church, alikuwa anapenda church sana. And that's one of the things that connected me with him so much. He was a principled guy on that line of things. Papa kwa stage alikuwa explosive. Ilikuwa akishika mori ameshika mori, na alikuwa akishake unaona paka hata mashavu ina shake katika hali ya action yake na vile alikuwa.
There was this time we were doing the show, the play at Alliance Française. Her husband has gone mad again, so Lejoka Brown is a big guy. Na I was a shushaina. Sasa wajua alikuwa ananichekesha throughout the play. So by the time anakuja na mpiga viatu rangi, mimi nacheka. Na wajua sifai kucheka cause ata lose character. Alinipiga kofi ya ukweli. Young man. Kamwambia, "Aki, uko serious?"
With our team, the small team, that's his wife, Wilbroda, Jalango, Toyo, Njoro, Daisy, that's Naliaka, and our boss, Kiongozi Kibwana Nguso. He was okay with his weight and everything. Apart from that small team, the rest of the people keep off his weight. One day, a lady came to be an extra in the show. Alipofika on set, watu wakifanya rehearsals, no cameras, no what. I don't know why she thought she's funny. Kaungusa papa tumbo akasema, "Hey papa, hii inajanga kweli." Hey. Huyo dem alikuwa anakotewa kwa gate. Nani alitoa msichana hapa? Simtaki kumuona hapa kabisa.
There's this day we were shooting. So I'm just starting to get to know how shoots are done, and mimi nimekuja na ujuaji zangu mingi. So we are there, and it's a scene I'm supposed to eat eggs. So papa na kila mtu wako hapo, so unajua mimi nadhani it's just one take na ni mayai moja. So anytime wakisema cut, naletewa mayai mpya. Cut, mayai mpya. Cut, mayai. So walisema cut kama mara 30. Wacha nianze kushuta kwa set. Papa aliniambia toka hapa paka next week urudi kama tumbo yako iko safi.
You know, comedians are very serious people in life. kuna hiyo maisha ya stage, au TV au radio, then kuna the real life. And part of the reason is if you're not careful, people never take you serious. People never take you serious. And so unapata times, especially someone like Papa, for instance, ambaye his brand is hii mcheshi ya big boisterous. Yeye ni Charles, lakini hii Papa Watchman imemuingia sana. So at times there's a way you may want to address him. At that time atakuaddress waka Charles Bukeko Baba so and so. It might be different. And at times we're just human. You want to be treated as Mr. so and so, not the character name. And kuna watu kidogo wana shida kutoa wewe watchman. Yeah. Hata mimi huitwa we nitie hiyo makaa. Wewe usikue serious, we ni comedian bwana.
I will say it is unfortunate, unexpected. At a time, I didn't expect it could happen. For me, I wasn't seeing it now. No. I was seeing more than 80 years and over, but not now. It came so earlier than I could have expected it to come. That one actually pained me so much.
You know, someone once asked me, how do you tell a legend? No, this is very simple. You know, modern day legend is when you Google that person, you go on his social media pages, you see other people because he created that plan. He made it possible for all these brands. Growing talents to become brands. It's just like this tree. And this tree has a long history right here at the National Theatre. It didn't start with the branches. It started as a small, tiny tree that was watered over time, over years. And with time, it was able to provide this amazing shade thanks to the branches. And that's life. We should always aspire to be like this tree. It didn't grow, it has branches. And that's the amazing story and the beautiful story of Charles Bukeko. For us, he's gone, but he will always be this amazing big tree that is constantly providing shelter, laughs, and comfort to hundreds and thousands of families worldwide.